And I'm looking for companies that are profitable, that are not throwing a shit ton of dollars into the influencer universe and waiting to see what sticks, that are really purpose driven and that actually work. That's the whole thing. They have to actually work, right? We both love Array. You love Array.
Yeah, love Array.
Love Array, love Sif. I was like, I didn't invest. I would love to invest in her company, but they're a longtime partner of mine. And that's because it's a product that actually works. So it makes it so easy to talk about. And the beauty I have as an influencer with a brand now is that the brand is like 90% of my revenue. So the influencer stuff is just the cherry on top. So I'm able to be very selective about my partnerships. That comes with my investments because my investments become my partnerships. And so I only want to work with companies that are actually making a difference in work.
Lauren and I have spent years on this show talking about how to better your life, how to clean up the things that you eat, how to make sure that what you're putting in your body is good for you. We have also recently started talking about how important it is to make sure the stuff that you're cleaning with, your household supplies, have clean ingredients. They don't have a bunch of fragrances. They're safe to use around your children, your pets, yourself. There are so many hormone disruptors in our typical cleaning products that you find on the shelves of regular stores. And this is causing all sorts of harm in your body, potentially creating health implications that you're going to have to deal with throughout your life. This is why Lauren and I love Branch Basics so much. We've had the founder Allison on this show twice to talk about all of the benefits of switching to Branch Basics in your house for cleaning supplies. Just search Branch Basics, Skinny Confidential, and you'll find those episodes. What we love about them is their premium starter kit replaces all of your harmful cleaning products in the home. Branch Basics now also has a new luxurious gel hand soap made with only the safest ingredients to nourish your skin. And Branch Basics is free of fragrance, hormone disruptors, harmful preservatives that wreak havoc on our health, and is even safe enough to use around your babies and pets. It's an absolute no-brainer to switch to Branch Basics and get rid of all of these harmful chemical supplies that are in your household right now. Since making the switch, Lauren and I have noticed a huge difference. Why would you continue to use things that you know are harmful when there's a better alternative? We, of course, have a special offer for our listeners. Save 15% on your starter kit or their new hand soap when you use code SKINNY at www.branchbasics.com. Again, that is code SKINNY for 15% off when you purchase a starter kit or their new gel hand soap at branchbasics.com. You know, we are huge fans of Symbiotica and their line of supplements and products. We have had the founders of Symbiotica on this show multiple times. We could talk to them for days, hours, weeks. We have at times all about all the things that they're creating over there at Symbiotica. What we love about Symbiotica is most of their supplements are in liposomal form, which means you actually eat them like food. This is going to give better delivery to your body and immediately give you the benefits of taking these supplements. Some of the standout stars that we love are their magnesium threonate. This is one of the best sleep products. You can also put it in your morning coffee. So many of us are deficient in magnesium. Their glutathione is one of the best on the market. I think it's one of the best antioxidants out there. They also have one of the best vitamin D3 and K2 combinations. If you're taking vitamin D without K2, you're maybe not getting the benefits that you want. So they have a great one as well. And they have an amazing B complex formula. So those are just some standout stars. They also have some sleep supplements, some magnesium sprays. They really have everything. They have stuff for gut health, protein. They've really done it all at this point. So many supplements contain fillers or harmful ingredients, but Symbiotica's products are truly made with intention. They are formulated with the highest quality ingredients out there. No seed oils, preservatives, toxins, artificial additives, or natural flavors. Plus, they taste so good. One of the things I do with the magnesium is put it in my morning coffee or tea or matcha, whatever you want to do. Lauren and I could not be bigger proponents, bigger fans of the brand. So give them a try. Start your Symbiotica subscription today. You can save 15% on your order with our code SKINNY. Just go to www.symbiotica.com/theskinny and use code SKINNY on your subscription order. Again, that's symbiotica.com/theskinny.
I work out at home a lot. Sometimes when I can't get my trainer to weight lift, or if I can't get to a Pilates class, I'll just lay out my mat and do a little workout. And I have been using the coolest mat. You guys are going to be so obsessed with it. So it's by this brand called Stacked. Stacked is a female-founded wellness brand that believes movement is important for a well-balanced life. So you may know them from creating the Stack mat. It's a first of its kind. It's a foldable fitness mat that doubles as a block to enhance or modify your workouts. So you know how sometimes you have like your block and your mat and all this stuff? This one just folds up into everything. But this year, Stacked expanded its vision beyond just the mat. With the recent launch of the Stack Mat Pro, a more durable and grippier version of their iconic mat. and their newest innovation, the Stack Weight, they continue to elevate your everyday fitness needs and inspire movement. So if you go on their site, it's so beautiful. Like if you're a big workout person like I am and you want to work out at home and you like saving time, go on their site and look at how beautiful their pieces are. The foldable fitness mat is unlike any other. I love it in black. They also have the most beautiful weights, like I said. Go check them out, especially if you work out from home. Visit shopstacked.com/TSC and use code SKINNY at checkout. You get 20% off your purchase. That's shopstacked.com/TSC and use code SKINNY for 20% off your order.
I have a question in relation to that a bit. When people come to you at this stage of your career that are aspiring to do what you've done or what Lauren's done, what are some of the things that you tell them that maybe you wish you knew earlier when it comes to putting your life out there like this?
That's a tough question because I feel like the way I put myself out there over so many different years taught me so much and helped me grow up as a person and shape who I am. So do I wish somebody told me like, don't do this and don't do that? Maybe, but then I wouldn't be who I am today.
I think that's a healthy way to look at it. But I guess if you were coaching somebody, what would you tell them to
If
do?
you
Learn
were
how
the
to say
life
no. Learning how to say no is probably one of the hardest parts of our career because you want to say yes to, every tummy tea and whatever deal that comes your way, but that is going to make you so much less authentic as an influencer. And then you're not going to have longevity. Your followers are not going to trust you.
Also, Ryan Holiday said something that I feel like very much applies to you is that he said, when you put yourself out there and you start to gain fame and notoriety and influence, you start to get invited to all this stuff, right? Maybe you're invited to something political. Maybe like a movie star is doing something. You start to get invited to all these different things, but it sort of ends up taking your eye off the ball of why you started. So you have to have the ability to even say no to the bright, shiny things. It's not only just the money, I think. It's also the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was a time in both of our careers where I'm sure we were going to every single event that we got invited to. I don't know if you were, I was for sure. And that's because it was so bright and shiny. And then I quickly, fortunately realized, wait a second, I can't be everywhere. Not only is that not good for my brand image, but it's not good for my time management. Like I need that time at night to not go to an event and maybe to content plan for the next week or to work on something outside of, my company or to work on time for myself. So I think that, that learning when to say no goes across so many different parts.
If you can't be everywhere, it also makes the price go down. You know what I mean? It's better to like have a little scarcity, a little absence.
Yes,
a little mystery.
For sure.
It's easy to say that in a position of success, but I think in the early days, like we talked about this too, it's like in the early, we said yes to a lot, but I think later it's almost
you got to learn to say no.
Well, there was an aspect of networking, and a lot of the earliest parts of my success I owe to being a fearless networker. And so a lot of going to those events allowed me to do that. And so I understand when a new influencer comes onto the scene and wants to go to all of those things, while you have the energy to do it too, like Godspeed. Let it rip.
Let it rip.
But eventually, creating that scarcity is important.
What is the behind the scenes of Fashion Week that we need to know about? Give us the real juicy details.
It looks very different for me now as a brand owner. This season, I did my first ever Fashion Week presentation.
And it looked really cool.
It was so cool. I'm so happy I did it. I think it was the right time for We Wore What to have that moment at Fashion Week, especially since we were a see now, buy now, wear now presentation. Everything that you saw was basically launching that day or in the next 2 months.
Wait, that's so smart. So the consumer who was watching the show could buy it right away.
And we invited consumers to the show, which was really important for me to include my community and fans and customers in that experience. Because like I said, in being the perfect mix of relatable and aspirational, that relatable part of it, it's like, come to this really cool Fashion Week presentation, but also you can buy everything. And guess what? It's all under $150.
Talk to us about the relatable and aspirational thing. This has been a huge conversation on this podcast, relatability. Well, how do you think about both of them?
I think that a lot of my followers, customers, whatever you want to call our community, they've been following me for a long time. And so I have shared every apartment move, every time I bought myself a nice bag, or have really grown in my success in my career and have taken my followers along on that journey. And that's the part that I think keeps me relatable, because there's no way you can look at my lifestyle now and be like, that's relatable, because it's not necessarily. But there are still parts of my life that I share with my followers that I know other people can relate to, like my breakup, like family dynamics, like